Well, okay. I think I can help you out, Angelica, but there's a major overhaul involved here. The intro is really just so vague, we don't know where you're headed with it. I think you pulled out some interesting information about stoning people. So let's work with that and let's look at what might have been done, what could be done to salvage the intro and upgrade this paper. Today's, of course, takes an apostrophe right there, but um, further than that, of course, it's illegal to stone people. Now we know that. The story is a work of fiction, but it is intended to make us question some of our mores, some of our ways of behaving, especially as groups within our society, that might have to do with blind following of tradition instead of questioning those traditions. Okay, well, let's take this stoning situation and use that maybe as something metaphorical or symbolic, not just talking about the stoning and the lottery and the obvious fact that it's illegal now. You did mention Sharia law even, and you need to make sure you credit all of your sources, even if you're just paraphrasing. You gave a lot of information, but you really didn't tie it together. So let's get back to trying to tie it together. If let's say that this interesting information about stoning, you can keep that and bring it together about Sharia law, about ancient times, and about all of these. And there's stoning, of course, mentioned in the Bible, right? So you can dig into that. So yes, it's a primitive custom. So let me ask you a question. Don't you think that this idea, not necessarily of stoning someone to death, which by the way also harkens back to puritanical times and witchcraft trials in the United States. If you read the Crucible, which is based on the actual witch trials, and you realize too that the idea of not throwing stones but crushing a person with stones was used in the United States. Okay, but do we still do this to an extent? Not by using stones, but by using other means of whether it's a sacrificial victim or picking out an individual or reacting as a group in an absolutely amoral way when as individuals we may not have, right? Um, so there are numerous experiments, the sociological ones, meant to show that we still have this tendency. The Stanford prison experiment is just one of those. Numerous other sociological experiments. Enough said, but sharpen that thesis. Maybe it goes along this lines. Though we don't literally stone people to death now, we have retained within our culture an often unquestioning mentality towards blindly following others' dictates or something to that extent. Okay, all right.